That FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook, and if you're looking to win money in the sports gambling industry, you better be using FanDuel because they are giving $150 to new customers right now in bonus bets with any winning $5 moneyline bet. That's $150 if your team wins. So if you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, there's no better time to get in on the action than right now. The app is so easy to use, and there's a wide range of betting options, including spreads, player props, over-unders, and much, much more. So visit FanDuel.com/UCSS to kick off the NFL season. FanDuel, an official partner of the NFL, an official partner of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. All right, guys, I'm going to give you a PFF grade. You tell me how the PFF graders did in terms of delivering the grade. And I'm going to just give a little spoiler alert now. PFF was very kind to the Browns, and rightfully so, in their grading this week. We'll start with the only offensive player on the list. We're going to do mostly defense because the defense was phenomenal, and they graded out super high. But Deshaun Watson, according to PFF, a 78.5, his second highest grade as a member of the Cleveland Browns. Do you agree with PFF? How did PFF do in terms of grading Deshaun Watson?
What are we saying here?
A, B, C,
A, B, C, D.
yeah.
If they get an A, if you think that's spot on, an F if you think it's way far off.
Yeah. I agree with it was his second best game.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I mean,
with
it wasn't as good as Tennessee,
Yeah.
but I think that feels a little bit high. I mean, his QBR was 41,
41.5.
41.5. Yeah,
His QB rating was 107.5.
I wonder
which
why.
I don't know how they exactly measure those metrics.
Yeah, I don't either.
I
They're too
wonder-
confusing to understand.
Oh,
But
you said his QBR was 41. I don't understand that.
But how,
Two touchdowns, no picks, completed 19 out of 30.
I
It's
don't
over
understand
I
that
don't
either.
get that. I don't understand.
I mean, he completed almost 65% of his passes,
yeah, I don't know.
and he didn't throw a pick.
But 78, that sounds about right.
Okay,
for
I thought
a
it,
decent game.
When I was thinking what it was going to be, I said it's probably going to be between 70 and 75.
and
I
when,
just think it was just a little high.
and
just
when
a
you
little bit.
and when you go back and listen, when you go back and watch the all 22, some of the throws that were very easy, the little dink and dunk ones he was missing.
But he was throwing them on the run.
Yeah.
Though. He was like scrambling
But it
at the
wa-
last minute. He just,
But they weren't even that bad. There was the one to the tight end. He threw it way too low on a stick route. A couple of them, he threw one to Kareem Hunt who was running like a shallow cross. He threw it late when he was on the run. But some of them wasn't that bad. Like Njoku actually dropped one of those passes that was a little off or whatever. But when you go back and look at it on second thought from the end zone, the passes aren't as bad as you thought.
Yeah.
Because you were like, oh, my
I
God.
saw one on the all 22 that was one of the best throws I've seen him make in an orange helmet.
the one
With
that
the-
I
with the-
sent,
with-
Outside of Clemson.
the one that I sent to you in the chat.
The one
Yes.
that you said would have got picked off?
Yeah.
That is a
that's
tough
crazy.
throw to make. That is a tough throw outside the numbers. And it was like he didn't throw it through a window. He threw it through closing elevator doors
Yeah,
like
yeah.
50 yards away on a rope.
I can't believe he
he
even
threw-
had the confidence to even throw that.
He let
You're
that
right. It
joint
does
go.
take a lot of confidence. But here's what I said when I saw it. Okay.
Oh, look,
I don't want to hear about bad arm.
Look, everybody,
Because you don't make that throw with a bad arm.
everybody was at home chilling. Everybody they own individual parts of the world. We like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see you.
That's why you give up three first-round draft picks for
Okay.
throws like that. A lot of throws like that.
I agree.
Consistently.
Multiple
That-
throws like that.
And
I'm about to say he ain't just do it once. He did it. He had a
did it
couple of
multiple
throws in this
Little
game.
teaser for next week. This is a Earl the Pearl topic suggestion that we have to do a little digging on, but we're going to look up the 5 best throws Deshaun's made as a Brown. And I do think at least 1 or 2 could have been from that Arizona game.
Did this-
Earl doesn't think his best throw is from Arizona, and he's got some other ones.
It's from
So
Washington,
we're gonna go
isn't it?
through the archives. We're gonna watch the
Okay.
all 22
Now,
back.
did he talk
and
to
it's
his
coming next
cousin
week.
before this? Is
Earl,
that
did you consult your ghostwriter on this?
I don't have a ghostwriter. I can confirm that I own my own masters. All my tapes is mine. I am an independent artist, unsigned.
Wait, what is this? This sounds to me like he's
this
got a
is-
burner account.
Hey, listen,
Nah,
no.
they at the tailgate.
We was at the tailgate. I'll give you the simplified story. We was at the tailgate. We had to pull up on Earl's cousin. Earl's cousin, he's a legend down in the Muni lot. They cooking out, they grilling. Every game since '99. We come up to him, he say, "Yeah, my cousin, man." I'm like, "Yeah, Earl, man, good dude, bro. That's like my bro." He's like, "Listen, he's fraudulent."
What?
He said, all his takes are my takes. He calls He calls me when he takes his daughter to school, and I'm telling him, we conversating back and forth. And by the time he get on UCSS or behind the glass, I'm hearing myself talk. I said, "So what are you saying, sir?" He said, "I'm saying I'm ghostwriting all them takes." I said, "Bro, I had to go. I had to talk
Hey,
to
Jay,
her.
I told him he going to have to come see me for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He going to have to come see me for
check me
that.
out. So wait a minute. We then can blame him for your Donovan
Mitchell tape.
Donovan Mitchell tape.
You off the hook?"
No, that's all me.
That's the one that you should have said.
Hey, you could have. He had a chance to roll on his cousin right there, and he didn't.
That
He
was
10 toes.
That was his viral moment. He's gonna keep that viral moment. I will too.
We're
Shout
going to
out
go
to
to
Earl's
the
cousin.
defensive players for the Browns. We got a bunch of these. We're going to run through them pretty quickly, though. Once again, the Browns, according to PFF and according to the eye test, absolutely laid a you-know-what on the Arizona Cardinals. And
did.
the PFF grades back it. We're going to go highest to lowest graded Browns players from PFF. You guys tell me if you agree. Highest graded Browns defensive player. How about Taki?
Really?
93
Whoa.
grade.
Really?
93.
I didn't see him as.
How
Did
many?
he have a pick this game?
Yeah.
He had a pick, yeah.
How many?
Yeah, but-
how many plays did he play?
26 snaps.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's kind of mid.
Yeah.
No.
We both on the same way.
What do you got?
C plus.
Okay, you're being nice.
I
But
don't
he
know.
I
got a
all
pick.
agree.
He did bait him.
I mean, he
bait
had
him
the
on
pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He
It
did.
was a nice bait move, but I don't know. I didn't see much.
Yeah, I'm
It
just
wasn't a
surprised.
lot
That
to,
seems
but
awfully
it wasn't
high.
a lot to see though. Like,
I would not have named him in my top 3, probably my top 5.
I would have went
Well,
straight D line.
I bet you the next two would not be who you have in your top 3 either.
Wow.
Number 2, the second highest graded Browns defensive player, Shelby Harris, 91.8.
I mean, he had a good game.
stood out.
He had a
there,
good
but-
game. I don't know about no 91, but
I like that. I
You
like
do?
that.
I
I had to go back and check that. I like that.
I
A
got a
on
B
that
minus.
one. I
got
give
a
him
B
an A on
plus
that.
for sure.
Like,
What did you love about Shelby Harris?
Man, listen, he set the tone off, man. Like, I thought his get-offs was much better. Like, the first few weeks of the season, he didn't have the level of get-off he was having in Seattle. I thought he did a good job starting the party off with the pass rush. He was in the backfield, and his penetration looked very well. And here's the thing. You notice he's getting more playing time now because Maurice Hurst is balling.
He is playing.
He's playing. Jordan Elliott is balling.
Yeah.
So for
All of
Shelby
them
Harris to
balling.
be getting this many snaps and then take advantage of him, he had the strip sack against the quarterback. He had a tackle for loss. I thought he was disruptive all game.
All right, very good.
All right, next up, the highest graded member of the secondary. Real quick, who do you think it is?
Grant Dale Pitt.
3 different answers?
Martin Emerson didn't get him thrown to. He had
No,
no
that's true.
No
So
targets.
it might be Martin Emerson.
3 incorrect answers. How about Cam Mitchell? A 91.3 in 36 snaps.
What the hell are they seeing?
I don't know what he did.
Hold on.
What's his stats?
3 tackles, 3 stops, 5 targets, 2 catches.
No.
He allowed 7 yards on 2 catches. And 1 pass breakup.
Yeah. I could go B minus too. I mean, I just think it's off.
What is wrong with him?
What you put? She knew get well soon. Yeah, but that's a fact.
If your boy, if your man, your literal guy,
Wally
your
Pitts.
literal dude you went to school with, jump in here
About to get
and
wild.
get you a 90 what?
I know.
I don't think G News graded that high.
I know for a fact. I've been charting him.
He has not had a 90
Wait a
grade
minute.
in his
It was Arizona though.
Do you think all these grades got bumped up 7 points because it was a shutout?
Yep.
Like you get all seven
Yep.
points onto everybody.
Yep.
Well, there were 12 players on the defense that graded above a 70, which is absurd.
I'm telling you, I
3
think they all
90s.
got a bump because it was a shutout.
Hey, listen, just
And
like
there's-
your wife
Well,
automatically
then
looks
it's all
better.
Well, then
on
it's
our
all
anniversary.
fraudulent. Then.
Your wife automatically looks 10 times better on her anniversary.
7 points.
And if she don't, you better lie.
The PFF.
All right,
Right.
next up, and these are some names that we definitely saw play a little more. Myles Garrett. The first time in his career, he is graded at an 89.6 and wasn't the Browns' highest graded defensive player. He was technically 4th, but still had an 89.6. A phenomenal
See,
grade for Myles Garrett.
that's not fair. Because although he didn't make the play, he was the reason why everybody else made they play.
And you know what? You're supposed to, on PFF, get points for that.
That's what I'm saying.
And
So why
Indiana
is it
60
now
damn good grade.
he's at 89? Why he should be a 90?
And 89 is so high.
But he's been 90 all
It
season.
is. It's so high, but I think
That's not fair.
Everybody is inflated across the board.
They did have 7 sacks and 2 picks. And they only got 58 yards.
Now, you know what?
And a forced fumble.
And they really
They checked the box on everything. It was
they were playing Looney Tune at quarterback.
Yeah,
though.
it was
Elmer
nothing.
Fudd.
They should have performed the way they did.
It was nothing that they did.
That offense, I don't.
it was horrendous.
I don't see anything in that offense that I could get excited about.
All right, next up.
No.
Zadarius Smith, 87.9.
I was going to say he's got to be mid to high 80s.
These are all in order. Like these are in order. I'm not
Quiet
surprised
as
with any of
kept.
these.
Quiet. He 2 weeks back-to-back sacks. He's going to let me say this. Zadarius Smith going back to Baltimore. Zadarius Smith better be the Zadarius Smith that he was not in Minnesota. He got to go Zadarius Smith Green Bay.
What was his grade? I didn't see it.
87.9. Another super high grade.
I'm telling you, I think they all got 7 points added to their scores.
Well, we're gonna fly through the rest because they're all
What's
close,
that?
yeah.
What does it say?
TFL, sacks, interception, forced fumble, shutout.
Yeah.
It
Checked
ain't
all
nothing
the
they didn't
boxes.
do.
All on the same page here. All right, next up was Denzel Ward, who did have a pick, an 86.1 overall.
Too low.
Yeah, I think that's
low.
too low, too.
According to
That's a
PFF,
C
he allowed
minus.
1
Ooh,
catch
F.
for 14 yards on 4 targets, 25% catch rate,
Too low.
Yeah.
1 PBU, and the interception.
C minus. First of all,
Have you talked to Denzel?
Nope.
I would
need
love
to.
to know what the difference has been for him this year to last.
You want me to
Is
find-
it scheme? Is it coordinator? Is it personal? You know, like
I can find out.
he left the shadow of Denzel Ward because that's what he was last year. He was Denzel's shadow. He was a shadow of himself. And now he's back to, Denzel Ward.
it looked like
The $100 million man.
But no,
Yes.
here's the thing. No, he looked like he liked playing football again.
Yeah, that's
Sometime-
why I threw the personal
I
in
just
there.
think
Something
it's-
was off with him last
The
year.
it's the biggest
I'd love to know
difference
why.
of the whole defense. He plays with an edge.
And he playing.
does
It's
play
the
with an
swag. Like
And he
it's
playing to a strength.
I'm that dude. Like I'm
So
like
you think
that.
it's more scheme and
I
just
think it's mental.
Schwartz
I
related?
just think Schwartz came in there and said, "Listen, y'all the baddest MFers on the planet. Go out there and play like
I
it."
know it was against the Cardinals, but the thought that popped into my head while I was watching all of these different guys on the defensive front make plays, I'm like, oh, this is what Philly looked like when he was in Philly.
Yeah.
They're bringing in waves of guys. You're like, oh, I forgot about him. He's nice.
or
I wanted Isaiah McGuire to get him sacked, man.
He did was in the game. I said, who's 58?
Yeah, he in the
Speaking of
game.
that, did you guys see Perry on Winfrey got picked up?
To
By
the
the
Jets.
Jets.
Well, the guy who's here playing defensive tackle in place of Perry Winfrey, Dalvin Tomlinson, had 3 sacks. He graded out at 85.4.
I would have thought that'd be higher. I think
thought
that's
it'd be
too
higher.
high.
First
too.
of all,
That's low.
hold on, let me tell you this.
He gave like 5 C's.
I know. Well, look, I said a couple weeks ago, PFF is dead to me.
Yeah,
I got to be consistent.
This is
F minus.
That's blasphemy.
Woo! You can't get any worse.
But because you don't know how hard it is for a nose tackle to get any sacks, period.
Right.
This man had 3, like his name was Myles Garrett. Like he's seeing nose tackles get not doubled, they get
Hat
tripled.
trick. And
There's a guard. They always in the phone booth. There's a guard next to him, and the center is
It's
there.
harder
It's
to
hard
get
as
home
hell.
from the middle.
It's hard as hell to get there.
Yeah.
And he had 3.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you know what? I'm with you. F minus.
That's terrible. Terrible.
PFF minus.
I like that. All right, next up, Grant Delpit, who had another double-digit tackle game, 84.7.
God, I think he should be higher too. It's funny. There's a lot of guys that are too high, and then there's some guys that are too low.
He was in the backfield tackling.
I mean, it ain't that far off.
I would have had him at
know.
86.
I thought
B plus. Like
know,
he wasn't a 90 performance.
some of these other dudes weren't either, but they got him.
We ain't talking about him though.
Well, PFF's dead to me.
Yeah, they did to me too.
It was already dead, and now it has been killed a second time.
It's
We got
dead.
2
Now-
more guys.
now the
Two
grass
more.
is growing on the grave.
Until they say something that I agree with.
The last of the 80s for the Browns.
Could it ever be 100?
Agbo, 83 on the dot.
Okay.
You know that's
That's about right. You got that one right.
Okay.
Ogbo is pretty much an 83 in the game. If it
Now,
was
if you think about it,
if was
83 in a
Matt,
vacuum is a
Phenomenal.
great performance.
Yeah, 83 is nice. Like, he gets overshadowed by everybody else. Like,
What is the highest recorded grade in PFF history?
90.
I think in 96, Aaron Donald had like a 96 2 or 3
Yeah.
years.
So you can't get 100.
No,
I think technically you could get 100,
like
but
getting
they've
100
never
speed
gotten
of
up
Madden.
to 100. Yeah.
they've never done it.
Devin Hester got
They
it.
give you 2 points off the second you step on the field.
Yeah.
You're 98.
And 96 is the best that's ever been.
I'll double check
That's
that,
kind
but
of
I
wild.
do believe that is
I've
what it
seen
is.
some defensive
Aaron
performance.
Donald has had some games though where you watch and you're like, oh, they can't do anything.
Well,
with
I watched it in San Fran. I
you
watched
saw it.
him take our guard and throw him into our quarterback for a sack. I watched him tackle our running back in one motion and strip him in one motion. It was the unbelievable.
What is it? Strength with him or instinct? Everything?
It's hand placement and strength.
Wow.
When he took that ball from our running back, I didn't know he had it, first of all. Our running back kind of went flying. He tackled him and went down and it was one motion.
Pulled it.
Boom. He gets up and he got the ball. And I'm just like, oh my God, this dude crazy.
Yeah, he's another
I
level.
said he elite. I see why they talk about it. He's elite.
he's another level.
elite.
All right.
According to PFF, the number 1 overall grade, I am wrong. I found a couple. Andrew Whitworth, the left tackle for the Bengals, in Week 15 of 2010, had a 98.4 overall grade. Logan Mankins in 2008 had a 98.2.
He was with the
I'm trying to
Patriots,
see.
right?
Your boy Russell Wilson, Ty, in 2018, Week 5, 98 overall grade.
No kidding.
Wow.
Wow.
Vernon Davis had 98.4 is the highest ever. All right, last thing real quick. Any name we haven't mentioned that you think should be in the 80s?
That should be in the 80s?
So a couple options here. These are guys who graded anywhere from literally 78 to not so hot. But Anthony Walker, Thornhill, Emerson, JOK, Elliott.
Yeah, where was Thornhill?
Thornhill was a 72.8.
He ain't get no action.
No, I know.
That's
See, but
Emerson-
see, I-
Amari Cooper.
Emerson
No,
faced
these just.
no, it's just defense.
Oh.
Amari Cooper had the exact same grade as Deshaun. He had a 78.5.
And the reason they gave him a 78 because there was 2 plays on the all 22 where
He
was
missed a
supposed to-
block.
Yeah, he missed 2
Yeah,
blocks.
He missed the
block
block.
grade was below.
Like there was
And I
2
was
guys.
like,
He missed the corner.
ooh-wee.
He didn't block the corner or the walk down safety. He
Yeah.
was like, doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, he did. I watched it. I was in the booth. I was in the box behind Nathan and Paul. And I was looking at us like, oh, he Olayed that
Yeah,
kid.
he
He
did.
missed both of them.
Yeah, he did. He was like, look.
I
didn't
see
want
what
that
they
smoke.
Yeah, they missed DPJ on that one.
Yeah.
He won't no parts of that.
No, I can't nitpick him because he catches touchdowns. Is what he does. But DPJ was the guy that was having out there taking them charges.
So Cedric
Yeah,
Tillman better
you're right.
he better step it up.
Cedric Tillman missed one. No, Cedric Tillman missed a crazy block on the Nick Chubb direct snap fake reverse.
Nick
This
Chubb.
this dude was supposed to block backside. He just walked right up to the dude and was like, plays over. His guy
If
made
you
the
like
tackle.
Cedric Tillman and you like PFF grades, then this was not a great showing for the Rook.